Hold on. Hey, hi, how are you? Um, how is possible that now I'm in 50s? This is my 50s. I'm gonna be turning 54 in September. I have been grow so much. My life has changed. My relationship with myself has changed so much. But why I'm in 50s? I always has been very I love God. I believe in God. But now I have been studying so many stuff. I have an amazing mentor that she is amazing and she teach you so much about God, energy, how you can make the best of yourself, but at the same time, how to start to respect yourself, how to start growing from the inside to the outside. And I am this person that, like I said before, I love God. I believe in God. And I always want to be a good mother, good wife. I want to cook. I want to take care of my family. I built a business for 7 years in real estate. But the thing that I was doing before, it wasn't the correct way. And at my 50s, I had this aha moment that I can tell you it's like not even 2 months ago that I have been seeing myself completely different. For example, we decide to have a business or we want to become an entrepreneur. We would like to have something for our own, right? But we think that we have to put or use all our energies, all our wisdom or knowledge, and we need to be like in this competition or try to see if we can be the best or how we can, I don't know. It's something like you're doing something to get something. And like I told you, this mentor, she is amazing. And in her knowledge, in her wisdom, in her teaching, she has been bring more questions to me, right? Is that level of teaching that she has take me to another level? How can I connect even with God? How can I connect better with him? How my conversation with him will be? Where is he? How is he? And all those questions brought me to God is inside of me. I walk with him. He is with me all the time. So why I'm so scared of stuff? Or when I made the decision to do my office, my two real estate offices, I want to please people. I want to give them education, training, and I want to be there all the time. But I don't need to do things for the people. I need to do the things for me, what make me happy, right? I was doing that at the beginning. When I see that I start noticing that I was the person trying to get something in return, that's where the things are coming to be expensive. Why expensive? Because now I'm doing the stuff waiting, looking to see how others react, what people think or say about it. And that is when the things are not coming good. Because if I'm going to give the knowledge, if I open the office to give everything that I know to people that need it, I just need to go over there, show myself, and whoever come to ask for information, I will be there. The thing is that there was a point that I was like, people doesn't show up, or people doesn't ask the questions on they are in the top or in the bridge to lose the business or the transaction. And that kind of stuff really bothers me because I was like, I'm here all the time. ready, willing, and able to help, but they are not ready, willing, and able to be helped. So I don't need to help anyone. When I figured it out, like a few months ago, that I don't want to do this anymore, I feel tired, annoying, not satisfied, not happy. I didn't saw myself like I was doing the, how do you call it? I don't feel accomplished. I didn't. I, what I supposed to feel, I didn't feel it. But my husband started building a house, and I don't know why that part of the real estate caught me so much attention. I was like a revive. It was like a new romance with the real estate or with the business, right? Then I see the challenge, the knowledge, the I want to know more and I want to learn more. And then I notice that I cannot open an office thinking that the people will do exactly what I would like to do. And the worst thing is that my daughter told me that. My daughter told me, you cannot expect it that people react as the way that you will do it. And that's what I was like, oh man, I have been done everything wrong since the beginning. I asked God for a business. I do have the business. I do have the agents. I have over 500 agents in my 7 years with the two offices. I help some. I'm not going to say no. Of course, I help. There are agents making a lot of money. They have been called from another offices. I close my offices. Why? Because the business is not for me. I I thought that it was supposed to be an office, what I should be building, but it's not. What I need was use the social medias. I already have my social media since the beginning. I can teach through my social medias. This is my business. But the thing is that you start thinking that the business is to have the place stable with and a place that is with a location and have people coming in. So the regular way, the everybody's way, but the God ways is not that way. And even more for my surprise, I said that I have an amazing mentor, right? And she is top notch. Everything that I have been studying lately is have been piling up and piling up. And what I find out is that my relationship with God has changed completely. It's like I know and I understand that I don't have to make everybody happy. I don't need to do the things for the people. I just need to do it for myself. When I figured it out that I am the responsible of my destiny, of my present, I am the responsible for what happens to me today, and I start quiet my mind and be more present, is when everything really clicks. Is when I have been see the change. Is when I have been see how God works on people. How I can see this mentor of mine and see so much love in her face, so much peace, so much houses energy to bring the best of her. But it's because of that she knows that the way that we can transform and change people is channeling our own energies, is channeling our knowledge through these videos, is telling you you don't need to do the things for other people. Do the things that make you happy. I was reading a book, I was doing a meditation. I have been implementing a few stuff since I was in my office because, like I told you before, I love God, I know God, and how can I be better mother, wife? How can I deal with so many agents, so many situations with them? They come to the office to tell you what happened in their families or what the personal situation that they have, but also tell you about the business. So you are like a therapist without the title because your title is broker, but at the same time, you're helping them and you're listening to their stuff. And you need to know how to put those stuff away, and that way they cannot interfering in your energy and you get that charge to you and continue doing things and move forward. So the thing is that when I notice, when I learn, when I have my own experience with that amazing energy that is God, is when I realize that we are looking for something that is out of us. It's not out of us, it's inside of us. When I make peace with me, when I find out that I don't have to have a business or an office for people like me, for people be happy with me, or for people recognize me. When I recognize that that is not important, that who cares what people think or what people say, what you want to do is give what you have and what you know and what is having your experience. At 50, my life has changed completely. I can, it happens. I'm very surprised because there's a few stuff going on. I would say since January. In January, I was I was flirting with the idea to close my office. And there was one thing of me that keep me attached of it because it's all the agents calling you or they can recognize you as a broker and that thing. At the same time, what is that thing? That is I'm worth people looking at me because I'm good enough. I don't need to do things for that. I am good enough. I have my knowledge. I'm worth. I have my experience. I have been broker, but I can be an amazing agent having the same experience without the word broker or have an office, and that doesn't make the difference. And that's the things that I want to tell you today. You don't need to show anyone your value or try to have someone to like be the one that give it to you that energy like a cheerleader. No, you have to be your own cheerleader. You have to be the person that make you happy every single day and you feel eager to wake up the next day to do your stuff. You need to be so happy and so in peace with you and knowing that you are a gift for every single human being that be in front of you, across in front of you. When you find the way through meditation, through affirmations, through the law of attraction, through your mentorships, you find the way to make peace and forget what people say. You quiet your mind. I said it over here. My husband start laughing because it's quiet your mind and your soul will speak. You have to quiet your mind. You need to let God that is inside of you talk to you. It's very good. But sometimes it's not that good. Why? Because you will think it's your ego talking. You have to keep quiet your mind and listening because, like I said, I want to shut down the office for so many things. I get tired. I get drained. I was already upset to pick up the phone or be dealing with the same questions over and over and over again, or planning classes, people doesn't show up. I don't need to do that. I am a tool for them to grow. So I will be there and I'm still here and I'm doing my videos and I put it in the social medias. If they want to use it, they use it. But I cannot be responsible. I cannot take that responsibility, or I cannot think why they are not taking advantage because they had different priorities. When I was a realtor or I was doing sales, my priority was making my numbers, making my money. But not everybody thinks the same way. So for me, every day is an opportunity. And I have an opportunity to talk to you guys and tell you it's amazing how much I have been growing since January. I don't even recognize myself. I wake up in the morning with so much love and eager to continue moving forward. I can open, oh my gosh, I'm super surprised. I opened the Facebook and I was so happy to see people making sales that they are not in my office. Why? Because my ego tell me once or many times, oh, there's someone else teaching them, or there's someone better than you teaching them. Who cares? That's why there's so many teachers, there's so many clients, there's so many, because there's so many companies, because they're companies for every single person. But when I drop very, very, very hard my ego and I quiet it and I start, I'm worth it. I know who am I. I know I can do the deals. I have been seeing my other agents or many agents that used to work with me going and grow and be the best. I cannot be focused on the one that wasn't working on it. That's not my responsibility. I cannot focus on that. I need to take advantage of the one that they did it. The one that said that I'm the mother of the real estate. So that's the thing that no matter no, sorry, no matter what, nothing will change. No one can take what I'm learning. No one can change me. No one can do something different. I have the knowledge. I have the experience. If you and then I cannot continue thinking of what they do and what they are not doing. It's very unfortunate that they don't take the opportunities and they don't take advantage of it. But when I see and I notice and I realize that first, God is always with me. And I think that is something that I learned, but I'm living it. And it's not the same. It's, it is not the same. Everything looks so different. It's like the world stopped around you and it's going like a in slow motion, and you can see every single pixel. You can see every single detail. Nothing bothers you. It's like it's raining. Oh my gosh, it's so good that it's raining. The pond is gonna be having new water. The plants is gonna be regenerating. They're gonna be more happy. The birds has to be maybe looking where to be away from the water. But you see lives so different, and I love that. I love that at my 50 I can enjoy that. At my 50s, why? Because I still have so much energy, and I still have so much things to do that my kids can enjoy. My husband, there's decision that we make that I keep quiet myself, and I let the momentum be just the answer. Is how mature I can be, how much on an adult I can be, how much knowledge and wisdom. I feel like a goddess, and I call myself like I'm amazing divine goddess. Why? Because I don't need to be talking and talking and talking and talking and talking for my husband to listen to me or for hear me. I keep quiet and he listens to me, and I don't need to talk. Not at all. And the thing is that I can do the same thing with my kids and they understand. I go places, people notice me. It's my energy has been changed. So I don't have to be in stress. And that was something that I was also bring in this life with you guys. When I have been taking care of myself because I have been here. People says no. I, I have a friend of my husband and myself that he went to the theme parks and one day he just feel dizzy and they found out that he has diabetes that day, right? Because of that. And then at 50s, you start getting sick or your premenopause and your high blood pressure and your heart and your, and I was like, I don't want to be sick. And I was listening to, again, this mentor of mine, but at the same time, I told you that she gives some information and some knowledge, and all of a sudden, I get information from other resources that it says, I don't need to be sick. I don't need to be like everybody else. I can be different. I can be teaching people in a different way or letting them know there's no reason for you to be sick. There's no reason for you to be overstressed or in fight or flight or with your nervous system almost on the collapsing. And when I learned that, I started applying to myself. And I says, okay, so I want to live relaxed. I want to enjoy my life. I want to be free. I have manifesting so much stuff from money through my health. And I went to the doctor. My blood pressure is good. I dropped 30 pounds already from January to now to we're in June, and I changed my hair color. I cut my hair. I have been making some changes, and I feel more healthier. I feel wealthier. I don't know if that's the word, but I feel wealth. I feel happiness. I feel peace. I feel relaxed. I feel like I have this open relationship with God, and I can tell you it's true. You can do it too, and it's it's funny like people. I was in an event the other day, like not even a month. I think it's a month already. And this lady is not because of the premenopause and that. It says, don't believe on that. I never feel anything about the premenopause, and I'm 54 on September, and that lady doesn't come to me like I think it's 2 or 3 years already. And I have this friend that she always was telling me, Rosalina, you need to be careful because you're gonna see some changes. And she's an amazing woman. She's older than me. She's like my second mom, and she was giving to me some advices and careful with this. And maybe I haven't feel those. I have feel something else, and I says, "Oh, I remember this and this. Let me just take and go to the doctor." So I went to a hormonal doctor, and she's a um, obstetrician, but she also do the hormonals balance and things like that. And I went there, and I'm working with my hormones. So I'm making the balance. What is not in balance, I need to put balance. So my life start putting in balance in my 50s. And I feel even better than when I have 25, 30, or 40. My life had changed. Everything changed. And that's what I'm so, so happy. And I want you to know this. My life changed. I'm not the same person at 50s. My face has changed. I was I started doing meditation, and I has been, that we start getting this kind of spots right in the hands because, well, we're in the 50s, and the skin start changing. And I start doing these meditations that it says that you can change your DNA. Oh my God, I don't have the spot. My skin has changed so much. I don't have the dry skin that I used to have at all. So I have been noticed that if I start putting the things in the correct balance, everything changes in my body, in my mind, in my in all me. I am a completely different person. But everything comes from my inside to my outside. Because it says that whatever happened inside of you, it shows in your outside. So I don't want to show something that I don't want to see in the mirror. What are you doing right now that it doesn't show how you feel? Is there something that you need to do? You need to drop 30 pounds? Let's do it. You know what? It was so funny because my husband and I, we used to walk a lot when we were living in our house. We have been renting, and I have been walk that much. Then my daughter start take me to Disney Springs, and in that walk is like a 5,000 steps. And I noticed that she told me like at least 2 or 3 times in a week, okay, let's go to Disney Springs. And one day she says, how many steps that you have been done? And I was like, oh my gosh. She has been taking me to Disney Springs to walk. Because if I walk 3 times, 15 steps in a week, plus the extra that we do. So she was forcing me to move, to change. You know that your energy gets stuck in your body? That's another thing that I learned. And I think that you have been seeing my videos. If you have been seeing my videos, I have been talking about that. But the thing is that your energy stuck make you sick. Your hormones on level or not level make you sick. Um, what else? Your hormones make you sick. Your thoughts make you sick. Overweight make you sick. So it's time for you to cut and re-change and start moving that energy that is stuck because we don't need it there. We need to change. We need to transform our life. And in 50s, everything get even better. Even the night times, girls, is very sexy. So if you're not having a very sexy night time, then you need to talk to me because it's sexy as is even better. But you need to learn how to canalize your emotions. You don't need him to be talking to you all the time. You just need him to miss you. And you see how much I have been learned from January to now? It's like a, oh, if I know this better before. No, 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 no. Now is the time. It says that the teachers come when the student is ready. So get the lesson, get the teacher and put it in practice. It doesn't matter when the time comes. The idea is that it comes, is here, enjoy it and make the transformation. You can look 15, 20, and 30 years younger if you know how to move that energy that is stuck, that is making you sick. When your hormone levels are in the correct way, when you're doing the meditations that you need and you're doing the affirmation, and you just must know that God and the universe, it will make everything possible for you no matter what. You just have to trust that. So at my 50s, my life has changed so much that I cannot wait to let you know. And you have to put in practice to receive and believe that is amazing how life is so sexy, refined, and elegant at 50. Take care. Bye.